You may not have heard about this, but there is a new draft law named, and this might sort of ring a bell, CISA, CISA. This is the Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act. One senator has called this a surveillance bill by another name. It has passed the Senate. It will allow private companies to share cyber data threat info with cyber threat data, rather, with the federal government. It will include personal user data. And of course, this is all under the guise of preventing cyber attacks, such as those that we saw against Target, against Home Depot, against Sony. Companies that share data with federal agencies, and this includes our friends at the NSA, will be given legal and liability protections from lawsuits relating to data sharing. What a great way, Lewis, to get big corporations on board. You say, hey, listen, you've got your customer data. We're the government. We want you to share it with us. And if you do, you will be immune to prosecution for data sharing that you may participate in. Just a fantastic way to rope in these big corporations into giving you their customer data.
Yeah, but let's see. Couldn't these corporations just decide not to share any information at all? But then I guess, that might get in the way with the deals they have with advertisers and companies they sell information to on the side and things like
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Unanimous opposition to the bill across the tech industry, almost no coverage in corporate media of the bill passing, 74 to 21. The bill now goes to conference with the House, where it's going to be reconciled or combined or synthesized into two other measures, according to Reuters. There were 5 pro-privacy amendments suggested. So members of the Senate 5 times tried to add amendments to this bill to protect people's privacy. All of those amendments failed to become part of what ultimately passed. One would have required sensitive and personal data to be removed before it's shared with federal agencies. Nope, that was voted down. Another one was to make it more difficult to track threat data sharing under freedom of information laws. That was also struck down. It was all just crazy, Lewis. And Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont was the only presidential candidate to vote against the bill, according to The Guardian. That's good, I guess, right?
That's why we like Bernie. Yeah, because he's aware of this stuff.
Now, some people will react to this and they'll say what many have said, which is if you're not doing anything wrong, if you have nothing to hide, why do you care about your data being shared? And I rarely, if ever, quote Edward Snowden, but he said, arguing that you don't care about the right to privacy because you have nothing to hide is no different than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say. We are a country of laws, or I guess we're supposed to be, with a network of ground rules. The nothing to hide argument is totally bogus. When we talk about, I don't know, Lewis, statutes of limitations, you might say, listen, if you're guilty, then you should be able to be prosecuted at any time. And if you haven't committed a crime, what do you care about statutes of limitations? No, we have a judicial system that in part needs to be acting quickly. And for many reasons we've discussed, even if you personally think that it won't affect you, we have statutes of limitations for reasons because we have a framework under which we operate. The government could get data about you, which might not reveal that you committed a crime. But what if they mishandle that data? What if the government accidentally leaks that data or does something with that data that causes damage to you? Just because you have nothing to hide or believe you don't is not a good reason to turn a blind eye to these surveillance laws and data sharing laws.
Yeah, and just because you are hiding something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're hiding something illegal or sinister. It could be any number of things that, if leaked or revealed, might damage you in some way. And anyone who says that I'm fine with this because I have nothing to hide, ask them for their smartphone. Say, hand me your phone. I'm going to look through it. I'm going to look through your texts and your emails and see if they just willingly hand it over to you.